Donald Trump's team says it's undemocratic to block him from appearing on ballot papers for the 2024 US presidential election in Colorado. The state Supreme Court says the former president isn't allowed to stand because of his links to the storming of Washington's Capitol in 2021.
There is a process that will now happen and has already begun, in fact, because Donald Trump's team have told us that they are appealing this decision. And so it will almost certainly find its way to the Supreme Court here in Washington, D.C., the highest court in the land, and a decision that they will make probably very, very quickly in the next few weeks. It all stems back to a decision that was initially made in Colorado last month in November, where a district court there ruled that Donald Trump was involved in the insurrection, as they called it, on January the 6th, a few years ago, that he was inciting an insurrection. And because of that, the district court ruled that didn't disbar him from standing for election. However, the Supreme Court in the state of Colorado disagreed with that ruling and decided that it did disqualify him from running for election in the state of Colorado. They were looking specifically at a Civil War era part of the US Constitution, which the 14th Amendment, which states that anyone seeking office cannot do so if they have in the past been involved in insurrection, which the state in Colorado believes Donald Trump had. So what does all this mean? Well, if the Supreme Court in Washington disagrees with the Colorado ruling, then it goes away and he has to be placed back on the ballot in Colorado. If, on the other hand, they uphold it, well, in the immediate term, there is a problem because suddenly a candidate is not on a ballot in one state but is on the others. But other states may look at this not as a precedent, but as an example which they may well be able to follow. So there is the possibility, Jonathan, that he could find dominoes falling elsewhere, that he could be taken off the ballot in other states as well. Now, in real terms, what does that mean? Well, it would be profound for the electorate. Imagine if you are a diehard Trump supporter who suddenly finds that the man you want to vote for is not on the ballot paper. You will feel profoundly disenfranchised by that. And so I think that the impact that this could have, if it follows through and the Supreme Court in Washington upholds it, could be really quite profound for the country.
That's Sky's Mark Stone there in Washington, D.C.